For WLCSports.com, I'm Matt Friedman, joined by Warriors head football coach Dennis Miller as we preview Week 3, its homecoming, as WLC will host Kalamazoo 1 o'clock at Robbie Stadium. Coach, first of all, let's rewind a little bit, take a look at last week, a 49-22 loss at Trinity International, 28-0. They were able to outscore you in the second half of that game. What issues came up in the second half, and how did you address those this week in practice?
Well, we did the things that you can't do in our quote-unquote cardinal sins in football, which we didn't protect the football. We had some turnovers, and that hurt us. That kept us out of scoring opportunities. And secondly, we didn't defend well enough the long ball. We needed to do a better job defending the long ball. We did a great job on first and second down, but we couldn't get off the field on third down, and ultimately that's what allowed them to score those points.
And what was the message to your team after the game, and what have you done this week to kind of put that game behind you and look ahead to Kalamazoo?
Well, it was two messages. Number one, it was we were ahead 22-21 at the half, so clearly we are capable of playing the kind of football we want to play. But secondly, we lost focus in the second half and just didn't execute and do the things that you need to do to be a successful team. So the main message was we need to focus better. We need to identify our job, do our job, and do it every time. And if we do that, we're going to be a nice football team.
One difference and one positive that came out this week was that Mike Reeves was able to run 20 times for 91 yards, also scored 2 touchdowns. So you're able to establish that running game. What went well there, and how do you continue to do that?
And that is a big part of our offense, and it's a big part that needs to be successful for us. I think our offensive line played very well. They did a nice job at opening holes for Mike, and he did a nice job at finding them. And the thing that Mike does so well is he gets yards after first contact, and he did that again on Saturday. As long as he's doing that and our line is blocking for him, that's going to be a very strong part of our offense.
This week you'll be taking on Kalamazoo on homecoming. This is a team that you've seen quite a bit during your coaching career, but you haven't seen them since 2007. They're 0-2 coming into this game, but last week their loss was to a 20th ranked Wheaton team. So what have you seen on film from Kalamazoo?
Well, as I shared with the players on Tuesday, they're a good football team. Whether they're 0-2 or not, they're a good football team, just as I believe we're a good football team. So they're going to come to town and hungry for a win, just as we are. And so we're going to have to play a very good game. Now, we're excited about playing at homecoming and being back at Robbie Stadium. But they're a spread offense, much like we are. And defensively, they give you a few different looks that we need to be prepared for.
And what is your main concern going into that game? What are some of the main challenges that you see coming from Kalamazoo?
You know, I don't have any main concerns. I think the biggest thing is we need to do what we need to do. We need to play good defense and play it consistently, get off the field on third down. And offensively, we just need to play with poise. We need to not turn the ball over. We need to get our drives going and finish the drives. And I think if we take care of our business, it's going to be a very good college football game.
And as you mentioned, Coach, it is homecoming. What's the excitement level of the players going into that? A little bit of an early homecoming this year, but to come in and try to get that first win of the season.
It's very exciting. Homecoming is a special time on any campus, and it's a special time on our campus. We have a lot of alumni that come home for this. A lot of alumni football guys come home, and the atmosphere is great, and we're really, really looking forward to being at home and getting this thing going.
Once again, that's Warriors head football coach Dennis Miller. Come out to homecoming Saturday, 1 o'clock, Robbie Stadium, as the Warriors host Kalamazoo. Coach, best of luck, and thanks again for joining us.
Thanks, Matt.